Welcome to day 70 of my 100 Days of Webflow journey. So for the past few days, we've been going over variables, the new feature release by Webflow. Today, we're going to look at components, which is another powerful feature that has been released or has been updated during this Webflow conference. There is also an anticipation for an addition to this update by the end of the month, which is slots, which is basically an empty block that you can upload or add to your component, and that can be used to add anything inside that slot. Now this feature is not yet out there, so I haven't played around with it much, but components on the other hand is there. The new accessibility update is already here, so we're gonna have a look at that and we're gonna see how we can use components to our advantage. So don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and stay tuned on this 100 Days of Webflow journey. Let's see this in action. Okay, so if you have missed the Webflow conference this year, there has been an update on components. Now, components is something that has already been there. I think it was called symbols before. Now it's called components. They improved some usability features so that you can set it up easier or have users who edit the website be able to edit easier on components. You can label them, you have a tab especially for properties, and you can set it up really nicely. Now there's another update to this, which is slots, and I think that is going to be super powerful, but that will be at the end of the month. I can't wait for that to be released, and I will get my hands on it and I will make another tutorial, but for now let's look at components and what you can do with them. So let's say I have this section, right? So I have image on the right, text on the left. This is just a placeholder text, and I want, like, if my clients want to create another section of this somewhere else, they can just change the text without them having to at risk of messing up something or the design or anything. So in order to do that, now what I can do is create a component. So I select the section, the navigator, see it here as well. So I select the section, I right click, and I create a component, or I Command Shift A. Now I can name this component section image right, and I can go to my component. Now I can see that it has this green box, so that this is a component. Now what I can do, for example, if I want, let's say, this heading to be a property that can be changed. So we can click here, you go to the text, you go to settings, you can click this purple icon, and then you can connect this to a property. You can call this property heading, and you can create, so the default text will be, you can change this heading, so you can change this anything you want, so the default text will be this. Let's create this. So this heading is now a property. Let's create another property just to make it even more interesting. So another way can be making this button hide and show based on preference. So we can go and select the button inside the component. We can go to, let's say, visibility. You can create and connect a component. You create one. So button to visibility. And let's make this default visibility is visible, and we create it. Now we have two properties on this component, and we can see that if we go on the component, we click on it, we go to properties, you can see that there are two properties here. You can see their connections, you can go to their connection, you can just select it, and so on and so forth. So what does this mean now? Let's say I have another component, the same component, which is section image right, somewhere else on the page or on the same page, and I want this to be different. So this is talking about something else. So what I can do is that I can go to the other component, I can click on the heading, and I can see the property here. So I can just change this heading to, this is the second component. And let's say I just want one call to action here. I can click on hidden on button to visibility, and you can see there is no visibility on the button. So you can see that they are the same components, but they have different styles across different properties. You can add even, like, say, image. You can add an image property, image, and you can create this one so that, say, I want to upload an image here. That is, I don't know. Let's see what images I have. So like Chandler, for example. I want Chandler to be here. Oh, he can't be here, it's too big. Chandler's too big, 2.87 megabytes. All right, and here I want something else. Let's say I want client first, so you can do that. Now this is the power of components. Now slots, which is the update that is coming out at the end of the month, will allow you to customize this even more, add more stuff. So you can add another component inside a component. You can add a section for your client to use. You can make components of like parent elements and just make the children customizable. There's a lot of possibilities that can be done. I'm waiting eagerly for this feature to be released so that we can get a closer look at it. So that's components for today. You can clone this in the style guide. It's another page that I created called library, and I'm gonna build on that later on. But if you want to have a look at this, you can just check it out in the description below. Thank you for watching this video. I hope I taught you something today. Make sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and stay tuned on this 100 Days of Webflow journey. See you tomorrow.